Hello, and thanks for joining me. If you're seeing this video, let me know, say hello. If you're watching on replay, please feel free to let me know when you see this video by sharing your thoughts and possibly sharing. So, quickly in this video, I want to teach you how you can say no to a person without necessarily making them feel terrible. I mean, truth is, you cannot solve everybody's problem every time. And one of the things we teach is that for the sake of your mental health, you should be able to say no when you have to. When you have the resources or you have the solution, of course, please do help people. But in a case where you are not in the position to help, how do you go about it without making the other person feel terrible? How do you go about it in a way that the person does not see you as a bad person or someone who is difficult or someone who does not want to help? Many times, the way we answer people who seek help from us determines their understanding and their perception of our intention. So we may give the wrong intention if we don't carefully manage the process of declining their request. So how do we then go about it to safely say no without ruffling the boat? Number one, when a person approaches you, most times by the time they start talking, you already know where they are going. All right. Now, the fact that you know where they are going and possibly in your head, you know you don't have the wherewithal to solve that problem, does not mean you shouldn't listen. All right. So, first thing is to listen to them 100% without making any judgments in your head. Listen to the person and let them know you're listening. Do not interrupt them. Let them complete their communication of what they want from you. This is a start. So that way the person knows you are very much interested in their problem. After listening, to make them further understand that you're interested in what is going on with them, echo the challenge that they are presenting to you. So you could repeat the things that they have said, the problem that they are facing, so that they further feel like you understand the problem. Many times, people don't reach out because they know that we can solve the problem. Sometimes they just want to know that we understand the problem. And by echoing, the description of the problem that they gave you, then they know that one, you listen, two, you understand their problem. Thirdly, please use a low to moderate tone when communicating. You don't have to be loud or be vocal in quotes when responding to the request. You don't have to go, oh, things are difficult now, please don't talk to me about any problem, I cannot help you. No. Use a low tone, and then you can be firm and be low at the same time. You don't have to be loud to be firm. All right, a low tone can be firm. The most important thing is in what you're saying, not necessarily the loudness of your voice. Okay, and after you have done this, please, fourthly, don't tell them your problem. Many of us have the habit of it's some form of reverse psychology. So somebody comes to you and tells you, oh, I need your help, I'm going through so and so. And then the next thing we want to do is to start telling them our own problem, so as to justify why we cannot help them. That is totally unnecessary. All right, you can go ahead and tell them that you're sorry you cannot help at this time, without necessarily giving them a million and one reasons. Oh, I just paid school fees. Oh, I just bought a house. Oh, I just repaired my car. You don't necessarily have to do that. You can just go ahead and tell them, oh, I'm a bit tight now, I'm not sure I will be able to help. So don't tell them the reason why you cannot help them. You don't have the wherewithal. That is enough. That way the person does not begin to feel like, oh, does he have to go about telling me his problem? He could have just told me he could not help. Many times we think that when we tell them our own problems as a reason for that is going to help to drive the message home. Maybe momentarily, but eventually the person begins to think a solution. Suggest a solution. All right. If you have an alternative solution, you could suggest to them as an alternative to you not being able to help do that. Where you do not have an alternative solution, please ask them, so how else can we solve this problem? That way they feel like you are interested in helping them solve the problem, even though you don't have the capacity to solve it at the moment. All right. So we don't have to burn the boat or shut down a relationship because we cannot solve a person's problem. Because the truth is, there may be other times in the future where you may need that person's help, or they may need your help again. Make it be in a way that when they need your help the next time, they still will be able to come to ask you. There's a way you say no to someone and the person will never come to you for help, even when they are dying. And there's a way you say no to someone and the person will be willing to come back to you for help. It's about the way you go about it. So, a quick recap. Number one, listen to what they have to say, even though you know where they are going. Number two, echo the challenge or the problem so that they know you understand it. Number three, do not use a loud tone to respond. Use a calm tone but a firm tone to communicate. Oh, I'm sorry, I cannot help at this time. Number four, don't tell them your own challenges and your problems and why you cannot help them. That is totally unnecessary. And then finally, where possible, suggest alternative solutions to the problem or ask them to collaboratively think with you how else the problem can be solved. I hope these tips have been able to help you. If you learned anything from this video, please drop a comment and possibly share this video. My name is John Asiegu. I am Africa's leading emotional intelligence expert. I help people leverage the power of emotions to maximize potential and reach peak performance. I do this through coaching, corporate speaking, corporate training. I do counseling and therapy, and I also write books. If you would like to learn more about anything about emotions, please feel free to send me a message. I hope this helps. Until I see you again, bye for now.